How have the Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix actors changed since we first saw them? Let's compare them then and now. Alright, let's talk about Imelda Staunton as Dolores Umbridge. She really nailed it and made Umbridge one of the most hated characters in the series. Imelda said that she drew inspiration for the character from those from authority figures she knew. And remember the iconic hem-hem? Yeah, that was all Imelda. She based it on a teacher she remembered who used a similar sound to get everyone to hush up. At first, handling a wand was a bit tricky for Imelda. She joked that she looked like she was conducting an orchestra, but not the magic. Eventually, she got the hang of it, and her movements matched Umbridge's obsession with control. By the way, thank you Pavel Dektarev for suggesting that we make this video in the comments under our last video. We read everything you write, so keep suggesting movies and series in the comments, and you might be featured in our next video. Next, we've got David Thewlis as Remus Lupin. He totally nailed the role, but get this, he originally tried out for Professor Quirrell in the first movie, which went to Ian Hart. To perfectly fit the role, he helped to design the character's costume and adopting this old school, scholarly way of talking that fit Lupin's thoughtful nature. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. David was actually scared of dogs, so filming scenes with Padfoot Sirius's dog form was a bit of a challenge for him.
Bit peaky, but I'm afraid dinner will have to wait until after the meeting's finished. No time to explain. Straight upstairs, first door on the left.
Julie Walters as Mrs. Weasley, as her colleagues said, she was like the ultimate mom, baking up homemade goodies to keep everyone feeling cozy, especially for her on-screen son, Rupert Grint. Funny enough, she didn't even read the Harry Potter books at first. She only took the role because her daughter was like, "You have to do this." But once she got into the Weasley family, she was all in. One of her best memories is filming in snug Weasley home, which she said were some of the warmest moments on set.
I did that after I ran away. Charming woman. I was 60.
Now, let's talk about Gary Oldman as Sirius Black. Gary's played Sirius from Prisoner of Azkaban to Order of the Phoenix. He's an Oscar-winning actor, so he is surely talented, but on set of the Harry Potter, he had quirks too. He used to sneak little notes with his lines into his robe because memorizing those long speeches wasn't exactly his forte. On set, he loved the Ministry of Magic battle scene and even did a lot of his own stunts. Plus, he formed a tight bond with Daniel Radcliffe, often calling him his on-set son. Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange. If anyone can pull off that crazy vibe and make it iconic, it's definitely Helena. She went all out for Bellatrix, insisting on the crazy hair to match character's chaotic. Fun fact, her costume was no joke. She wore 10 corsets and carried over 22 pounds of weight. Also, she often improvising her lines and movements on set. Interesting fact, during her epic duel with Neville Matthew Lewis, she accidentally knocked him out with her wand.
Something you'd like to say, dear?
Oh, there are several things I would like to say.
Maggie Smith as Professor McGonagall. Seriously, Maggie is a legend. While filming Order of the Phoenix, she was secretly fighting breast cancer, but didn't let it slow her down at all. Most of the cast and crew had no clue, but the director spaced out her scenes with Harry so she could take breaks. Flying scenes were a bit of a challenge for her since she was scared of heights, but her sharp sense of humor was always there. She'd crack jokes to keep things light, even when the mood got heavy. In 2020, for the died in the age of 89.
By which time I shall be gone, and you shall be dead.
Next, let's talk about Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort. His performance as you-know-who was super chilling for a reason. To really get into character, he'd wear the Voldemort mask between takes and didn't leave his character outside the set. Remember those snake-like nostrils? Yeah, those were CGI, but he had markers drawn on his nose while filming definitely a weird look. Ralph also liked his Voldemort's manicure-like claws, but don't get it twisted, his portrayal was so intense that even some of the cast admitted to feeling freaked out during scenes.
Headmaster, for those kind words of welcome. And how lovely to see all your bright...
Emma Thompson as Professor Trelawney is next. Emma is a pro at quirky characters, and Trelawney was no exception. She drew inspiration from birds to make otherworldly vibe to the role. During the scene where Dumbledore protects Trelawney, it took over 20 takes because Emma couldn't stop laughing. To really play up Trelawney's aloofness, Emma didn't read the books at all, which helped her capture that we all loved.
Where are we going? The letter said I've been expelled from Hogwarts.
Oh, you haven't been. Not yet. Kingsley, you take point.
The letter said...
Dumbledore is persuaded.
Brendan Gleeson as Mad-Eye Moody was another standout. He asked to make a mechanical eye that could actually rotate and be controlled remotely off-screen. He performed his own stunts too, refusing body doubles. But it wasn't all serious. Brendan's sense of humor was a highlight on set. He shared funny stories and kept everyone laughing. To stay in character, he even kept his costume on between takes, really embodying Moody's paranoia and toughness.
I can see them too. You're just as sane as I am.
Then we have Avana Lynch as Luna Lovegood. Avana was the perfect fit for Luna, and it's no surprise she was a huge Harry Potter fan before getting cast. Her dedication was so strong that she made her own costume for the audition, which totally impressed the directors. Before landing the role, Avana even wrote a heartfelt letter to J.K. Rowling during a personal battle with illness. Sharing her dream of playing Luna, on set, she brought Luna's quirky charm to life, adding her own creative touches with accessories like Luna's earrings.
There's a lot of that going around at the moment. So what is this place? It's headquarters.
The Order of the Phoenix.
And of course, we can't forget Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley. Rupert's journey as Ron really took off in Order of the Phoenix. From the nervous kid we met in Sorcerer's Stone to Ron's brave, loyal growth, Rupert's real-life personality often shone through. Some moments were super intense. He literally lost his voice filming that screaming scene at the Ministry of Magic. And his fear of spiders, totally real, which made his reactions on screen even more authentic. Rupert also couldn't resist snagging a piece of Harry Potter history, sneaking off with Gryffindor's golden cup. And in true Rupert fashion, he often lightened the mood on set with his love of ice cream breaks.